It is time for another account review video. This is being recorded right before the toga banner drops, so everything in this video is not going to have toga, so don't be judging people too harshly if they don't have toga, because they can't have toga yet at the time that they submitted this video. This will be right after the Yayurozu banner, the celebration Yayurozu. So we're looking at Vortex to start with. He has 4 million total character battle power, level 88. I'm going to guess probably not a day one player, but probably started a few months after day one, just based on where your rank is and how much BP you have. That would be my guess. Because this is a free-to-play account, it is harder to get a higher BP. So let's go ahead and take a look at your characters and see what you got for characters here, and then we'll take a look at your memories. So you have Celebration Deku, you have Fantasy Kirishima, Fantasy Bakugo, Fantasy Uraraka, you have the New Year's Todoroki, you have the World Heroes Missions Deku, the Deku and Rodi that was like really hard for people to pull, so that's really good. You have the New Year's Deku as well, so you have a lot of really good limited time or Impact Fest characters. You have the Golden Chance Katsuki Bakugo. I don't know if he's really worth investing in right now, but if they ever add long form content to the game, he could definitely be good. Oh, you got the new Yayurozu, congratulations. And you got Nejire. These two should be like a point of focus for you, getting them leveled up as soon as possible. They're both very, very good. They will help carry you, especially through like Club Festival right now. They'll just help carry you through so much content in game. They're just insanely good. And then as we continue down, Dabi could probably have some investment. He's really strong, good, useful for many things. His ability to passively burn enemies every turn is insane. So I would say you could invest in him a little bit more, or he would be one of the ones you want to get to level 100 next. Of course, do the Impact Fest characters first. They are going to be the most important characters, Impact Fest and limited characters for the most part. It's rare that a limited or Impact Fest character has not found usefulness. You have Inasa down here. Inasa is really good from my understanding. It is actually the only general pool character I don't have and have never got to test myself. So I can't say with 100% certainty that he's like a must level up, but I think he is definitely better than being at the bottom of your URs. So probably a character you can invest in a little bit more. As we continue down, you do not have Yayurozu SR+. You do have Redestro on the Climax Battle, so good for you for having that. You need to get Yayurozu SR+. You do have Todoroki SR+, though, Nejire, Endeavor. You don't have him SR+, and you should because he's in a case file. You have Night Eye SR+, but only level... oh, never mind. I was going to say only level 110, but that's fine for an SR. You could have them up to 120 though, but yeah, so these two need to be up to 120. 105 on Ida. Okay, so you could do a little bit better on getting your free-to-play characters leveled up, because you know you are a free-to-play player, especially when I see Getten down here, who is arguably one of the best free-to-play characters. He should be higher on your list of priority characters to get done. But yeah, it's not looking too terrible. Gran Torino needed to be leveled up as well. Endeavor is okay. It's okay. Let's just see if there's anyone at the bottom that really shouldn't be down here that you should be moving up. Jiro should be moved up for sure. Green Jiro is really good. Mina could be moved up. She's okay. Besides that, I don't really see any characters down here at the bottom that should be moved up overall, other than Seiji. Seiji should be like your god tier number 1 SR. He is amazing, like the best SR in the game, arguably. So he should be leveled up for sure. Other than that, yeah, not bad. You got decent character investment. There are a few things you need to invest in more than other characters, but hopefully you'll fix that stuff over time or be able to get them leveled up. Of course, you are free to play, so it is going to take you a little bit longer and be a little bit harder for you to get your characters to where you want them to be. Now I see a 3 Musketeers fully DX'd, and I'm a little bit envious because I don't have a single copy and I wanted it just from a collector standpoint, but it is a kind of garbage tier memory, so I assume it looks like you went all in on the World Heroes Missions rerun banner is what this looks like. So yeah, I would say that's probably, you didn't pull like every single World Heroes Missions character if I remember correctly, so that's probably, you pulled a bunch of these and then the new Deku and Rodi, and you're probably a little bit disappointed. So I'm sorry if that's what happened to you. That'd just be my guess, of course. And then you have only a couple of memories fully DX'd. You could be working on more free-to-play memories, getting them DX'd, especially if you are a free-to-play player. As a free-to-play player, I think DXing the free-to-play memories is crucial to being able to actually do well in ranking content like VE Tower or Club Festival, because you're probably not pulling all the memories you need to be able to do well in every piece of content if you are free to play. You have to spend a little bit of money to be able to get all the memories you're going to need. You did pull 3 copies of this memory, or either that or you used UR limit break tickets on it. But hopefully if you did pull 3 copies of the memory, you kept some of them separate, because that memory is really insanely good and good for VE Tower, and it's better to keep that memory separate. You kept your splashes separate, so that's good. I wish I had 3 splashes. That's insane. You're very lucky to have 3 splashes. You kept these separate. That's fine for action skill cooldown time on those. You got the new UR memory. That's good. I didn't even get that, so congrats on that. It looks like you have most of your SR memories DX'd, and this is beautiful. I love seeing the locks on your SR memories. Thank you, starting this video off right with some locked memories. Looking really good. A lot of level 1 memories, that's fine. It's honestly hard to get memory tonics. I have almost every single memory finally that I pulled, at least, leveled up, and the hardest part is getting memory tonics, so you do kind of have to pick and choose which memories you want to level up. Good job keeping this one separate. That is a fairly decent memory to keep separate as an SR memory, especially being a free-to-play player. Oh, and then you have all the rare memories too, so that's really cool. Overall, I like your account. It's looking really good for a free-to-play account. My only advice for the memories is to work more on the UR gear shop memories and try to get those done as quickly as you can and get those DX, because they could potentially end up being your best memories. Next on the list, we have Soda Water, who has 5,816,000 battle power, and Soda Water is a day 1, so also a free-to-play account, but a day 1 free-to-play account. They have about 1 million more BP than the showcase we just saw before, so let's see what their characters look like and what their memories look like compared to Vortex's characters and memories who we just saw. All right, so you have Fantasy Ochako, level 130, UR+. That's amazing. Congrats on that. That's really good for a free-to-play. She is probably helping carry you through so much content. She is amazing. You have Kirishima 130. He was the meta for the longest time. He's kind of fallen off a little bit, and it kind of hurts probably now for anyone that has him 130, but I feel like he's still very, very useful depending on the situation. He does kind of get outclassed by a free-to-play climax battle character though, but he only gets outclassed by that free-to-play climax battle character if people were actually able to grind him out to level 100 or work on his advanced ability board in place of the peace route. So it just depends. But yeah, Kirishima is still decent for now. Gets outclassed by Redestro. When Redestro climax battle comes back around, he will almost definitely be fully outclassed by Redestro, and people start getting him to level 130 plus. You have Toga at level 130. I'm hoping you're just a simp for Toga, but even then, that's not justifiable. This Toga she's dog water. She's garbage. She's dookie. I don't have enough words for it. Out of the blue and the green Toga, I do prefer the blue Toga at least, but I mean, yellow Toga is coming out here soon, and hopefully yellow Toga is going to be better than her counterpart. She does have the stop recovery, which can be one of the most insane things in the game, but then she has really terrible cooldowns, so we'll have to see when she actually gets into the game. You have Gentle Criminal fully done, which is amazing. You have All for One up to 120. Hopefully you'll be getting him to DX soon, the next time the climax battle comes around. You got Celebration Deku, you got Fantasy Bakugo. You're looking good so far. You got a level 110 Vigilante Deku, so you pulled extra copies of him. That's awesome. You have Celebration Ochako, which is great. You have Ocean Sun or Araka. Hopefully you have Ocean Sun Nijire, but I'm not seeing her. You do have Sue, which is amazing. You pulled Yayurozu, so congrats to you as well. Also amazing. And you are investing in the right characters, it looks like. Davi's level 100. Hey, you have Redestro level 90, so you're doing good on the climax battles as well. I would say I am fairly happy with your character investment and where your characters are. My box looks kind of similar when it comes to like the order of my characters. So I would say I'm pretty happy with this overall. The only thing I would say is maybe Midnight could be a little bit higher, and maybe Mount Lady. I feel like they're actually somewhat, these two are decent URs and maybe worth having a little bit higher than level 80. But of course, when you're free to play, you probably don't want to invest in okay characters. You want to invest in the best characters. So I understand why they're not invested in. All right, as we continue down, you have your SR pluses all done right there. Those look good, but then we get down here and see some SR pluses SRs that should be SR pluses, but they're not. So I've said it before, I'll say it again. Whenever the SR characters are around for an event, make sure you are getting them to level 120 because they could be your strongest SRs in game. Now, they haven't been bringing out new SRs recently, so it's not something you really have to worry about right this second, but like, don't let the double drops, triple drops on the weekend tempt you to waste all your stamina on them instead of working on your SR characters, because I promise the weekend after that there will be more drops. The weekend after that, there will be more drops. It's just every weekend they do like ×2, ×3, ×5 drops for items for ability boards. So don't worry about it too much. Character investment looking decent. Don't see any characters down at the bottom so far. That should be higher, at least from, you're kind of scrolling kind of fast there, but yeah, the only one, I did see one. Let's rewind that there. Why are so many people leaving Seiji down here? Seiji is a beast. He should not be down there. Absolutely should be like one of your highest leveled SR characters, unless you don't want to level him too high because of VE Tower, but still, you kind of want him leveled to like level 100 at least to have the extra health he needs to survive to do his status element counter. The meat lump is actually just insane, so Seiji needs to be worked on for both Vortex and Soda Water here. You guys need to work on Seiji. All right, for memories, you have quite a lot of DX memories. This is looking very good, and you got free-to-play DX memories this time around, quite a few of them. So you have been working on your shop memories, which is amazing. You have 2 adventure awaits fully DX'd as a free-to-play player. Even I don't have that. I have 1 fully DX'd and 1 like halfway. So that looks really phenomenal for you. This is a good memory. A lot of people are using this right now in Club Festival. So like, you have some solid investment in your memories. You have been grinding out your shop memories. So really good job. I am impressed. This might look better than my memory box, just the way you're doing it. Other than this kind of worries me a little bit. Hopefully you put UR tickets into Splash here and you didn't actually get rid of 2 splashes, because that would be tragic. Splash is really good to keep a couple of copies of, I think. Okay, there is an extra copy, so I think you just put, at least you kept 2 copies. I'll give it to you. And you kept a couple of copies of this memory, which gives crit rate to your whole team, which is really important. There are a few like really meta memories, guys, and as long as you keep, like, you need to keep extra copies of them. If you're doing that, you're doing something right. Okay, and then so you're DX'd all these memories and it looks amazing, other than you didn't lock your memories. And I hope that you're raped you if you were watching this. Everyone else, I'm sorry, but lock your memories. Please, for the love of everything, lock your memories so you don't actually sell them. Don't accidentally get rid of them. If you want to keep a memory, lock them. Why do you have so many just random bullcrap, terrible, rare memories down here? Why? Why would you do that? Clean your box. My OCD can't handle it. Soda Water, you did this on purpose. Fix it. Now we have Mast, my sub-leader or co-leader for the Greats Club that we run, and we've also played Ultra Rumble together recently on a live. So if you guys haven't checked out that live, go check that out. It's still there on YouTube as a video. Go subscribe to DRC. I appreciate it, Mast. But we're going to be taking a look at his profile. He has 6,575,000 battle power. I'm pretty sure he's like a light spender, not a super heavy spender. So I don't think he's fully free to play either, though, but we'll have to take a look at his account and see what he's got going on. I'm excited to see what my co-leader for my club has, though. Let's take a look at his characters and his memories. All right, so looking at characters, he has Green Shoto level 130. That's fair. He's actually still, as a general pool character, he is one of the oldest general pool characters that has aged really, really well. I think he has aged phenomenally, even into the current meta. Like, he's decent, very, very decent. You have Dabi up to 120. You have Baku up to 110. I assume you probably just got like extra DX pieces of these characters. Bakugo, you can get his pieces from tower challenges and stuff like that. I assume that's why these characters are up here the way they are. You have Ida at level 110. You probably weren't able to pull more copies than the 2 copies of Ida to get him to level 110. So it makes sense that you have your like Impact Fest characters and your limited characters down here below general pool characters, just because it is easier to get general pool character DX pieces than it is to get limited or, you know, Impact Fest character pieces. I really wanted extra pieces for Najire to be able to get her to 130. Unfortunately, it was not meant to be. Having Sue at level 110 and Ninjure at level 110 though is very acceptable and very, very good and very useful. As far as having this Endeavor up to 110, I don't know that he's really worth it. You have been working on your free-to-play All Might, which is looking good. He's up to level 110. You could get him up if you had been doing this like consistently. You could have him level 130 right now. But you know, sometimes it is hard to find the motivation to do VE Tower, to get the VE Tower medals to exchange, to get your characters up to, or to get this All Might specifically up to 130, because he's kind of booty cheeks. I'm hoping eventually he gets like a buff, kind of like Dokkan Battles EZA, but we'll have to wait and see. You have green Toga 110. I'm sort of not okay with that. It depends on what's below her, but if you have other characters below her, yeah. Fantasy Ochako level 100, probably because you only pulled the one copy. Same with these other ones. The World Heroes Missions Deku, who's actually very good now. The Celebration Deku. So you're doing all right on your character investment so far. I had actually no complaints about character investment because you can only do so much when you only pull so many copies of a character. Gentle Criminal being only level 100 concerns me a little bit. It means you're missing some climax battles. Make sure you're doing climax battle every day to kind of level it up and make the strongest climax battle character you can, especially like All For One here. Maybe you're struggling with climax battle to clear it. Can't tell for sure. But yeah, these climax battle characters definitely should be a higher level in my opinion. If the free-to-play accounts before you could do it, I think you can do it, my guy. You also have a level 90 Kirishima. Once again, he's kind of fallen off, so if you have Redestro, it's not a big deal. Otherwise, he is worth kind of investing in because he is still one of the best tanks in the game. Fantasy Aizawa could probably be leveled up a little bit more. He has quite a bit of value still. Redestro you have, so you did clear that climax battle. Good job on that. You have Inasa here at level 90. He's a character that could potentially be invested in. I don't think, it doesn't look like you have the new Yayurozu, so that's a big rip for you, my guy. I'm sorry if you don't have her, because that makes Club Festival very hard. I think I remember you saying something in chat that you didn't have her, and that is very, very rough, to say the least. You got Best Genius, but you need to work on his climax battle as well. And as we continue down here, now we get to the moment of truth. We're going to take a look at your SR characters and see if they are all SR plus. So far, I'm liking it. You don't have them all advanced level, but that's fine. I'm liking it. Okay. There is an All Might that should be SR plus, who's not. Everything else looks really, really good. You even got this Bakugo up there. He's only level 110, but still. You've done well with your SR characters for the most part. There's still some 110s that should probably be 120, but it looks pretty good. It looks really, really good. And it looks like you've been investing in SR characters for like VE Tower and stuff like that, maybe like that All Might. That's why you would invest in him. Purple Endeavor, that's why you would invest in him, because he's good for VE Tower. So yeah, you seem to know what SR characters are actually worth putting a little bit of time and effort into, investment into. That Endeavor is really good. So yeah, Yayurozu's up here. So far, no complaints, honestly. Like, I think you got the right characters up here that you should have up here so far. This Dabi, level 85, he could probably be a little bit higher. You run the risk leveling up SR characters too much to where they do too much damage in VE Tower, so there is that. Jiro could potentially be leveled up. Sue, same thing. Seiji definitely should be leveled up just to give him the extra health he needs to survive, to do his status element counter. Everyone has Seiji too low. You need to level up Seiji. Everyone I've seen so far, if you're sleeping on him, you are definitely sleeping on him. Seiji is so good. Everything else, I don't think there's anything too important here that's gonna be like a make or break type of SR character. Yellow Denki is decent. You could maybe put some investment into him, but there's still better choices. I feel like he's decent, but he's not all that great. Yeah, overall, your character investment, I would say, is looking fairly good. You need to work on some climax battle. You need to make sure you get your free-to-play SR characters all the way up to SR+. You did a fairly good job, better than I would say the previous two accounts, but it could be better. Memories. Okay, so you have two of these fully DX'd. Looks amazing. You have Miraculous Coordination DX. Great. You have these free-to-play memories DX. You're doing really well on the memory department of free-to-play. Like, the memory department is looking really nice overall. This one could afford to be DX'd. Nowadays, I don't know if it's even worth it because there's better speed memories, but it could still be DX potentially and be okay. Looking at investment and memories, this is a good one to DX for defense. So is this one. 2 very good memories for defense. Put them on. This one goes on Redestro. This one goes on Kirishima. Really good memories for you to be using, but you probably aren't running defensive teams. You have adventure weights. At least you have a copy and an extra copy into it, so that's nice. It would be nice if you had a full 2 DX copies like Soda Water, but we don't all get as lucky as Soda Water with his adventure weights. That's actually insane. You got a copy of this memory at least. 2 copies, that's good. And you got Dull Summertime, that's a win right there. So it looks like you didn't get Najire, but or did you have Najire in there? You might have, I can't remember. But you at least got Dull Summertime, which is an amazing memory. It's been useful in Club Festival already, and it's super useful in PvP. All right, and finally we get down to the SR memories, and another person has done it right, at least so far. Hopefully the rest of them are locked, but it looks like all of these are DX'd and locked, which is looking amazing, phenomenal. And you have been leveling them up too. They're all pretty much level 95. Let's see if there's any level 1s down here at the bottom. We're gonna kind of skip ahead. I'm very happy actually that all of these are leveled up. So okay, there's some level 1s and they're all locked. I don't know why this is definitely copies. So you have copies of memories. I don't know that you need to, I guess you have 400 box space, so you can. It doesn't hurt to keep level 1 copies of memories, because if you're trying to do something specific in VE Tower and you're doing too much damage, you can swap out your level 80, 90 memory for a level 1 memory, and then you won't be doing too much damage. So I mean, it's kind of worth it sometimes to keep around level 1 memories, but it just kind of bothers my OCD a little bit. We have all these rare memories as well. A copy of each rare memory is not a big deal, and you have them locked up, which is fine. I don't think you ever need multiple copies of the rare memories. And then you have the, what do we call these? They're not even rare memories. Normal memories, N for normal, duh. But these aren't locked. I think you can lock these memories. Pretty sure. I would have to go back and actually check. I don't keep any of these around typically because they're absolute dookie, but from a collector standpoint, you've been doing a great job collecting all your memories and keeping them around. So your account looks really solid. Next is Infinite 2.0's account, otherwise known as Nakekitsu, I believe is how you say that, in My Hero Ultra Impact. They are rank 105. They are 6,947,000 battle power. They are just a little bit higher battle power than Mast was. So let's go ahead and see what types of characters and memories they have. They have Najire, the regular one, up to 130 plus, which is fine. I have mine level 110, 120, maybe 130 already too. Not 130 plus, but I have mine up there as well, just because she was the main healer back in the day. And so most people had her level 100, and then at some point we got DX pieces and we just got her to UR plus. Like, that's just what happened. All right, so that's totally fine that you have Najiri up there. You have Climax Battle All for One and Gentle Criminal fully done. Beautiful, amazing, looks really good. You have Fantasy Kaminari level 120 UR plus. Oh boy. I don't know if that's good or bad. You might have been pulling on that banner originally trying to get the other character and you just got a bunch of Kaminaris. So if that's the case, I'm sorry. You have Bakugo and Ida level 110, looking good so far, and character investment. Purple Endeavor being up there is okay. Red Endeavor is okay. They're not great. I don't think they need to be up there necessarily. But yeah, and so like when we see these level 100 Impact Fest characters, that just means you didn't pull extra copies, but at least you got one copy of them. So that's big, having it. Selly, Uraraka, and then Fantasy Uraraka, both very good characters. You have Najire as well, and Compress. You have most of the meta characters, so you're winning right now. And you also have this Todoroki's really good. People slept on him. I still think he's amazing. And Sue could be leveled up a little higher to level 100. I think she's definitely worth the level 100. One of the best attack characters in game. Insanely good. He's good. Could get him to level 100. Aizawa could be leveled up a little bit. He's not, like, it's sad to say, but that Aizawa is, in my opinion, not one of the better fantasy characters. He's okay in certain scenarios, but just in the current meta, he's hard to fit in. I was hoping Zero was going to be really good back when he came out, but unfortunately it was not to be. So overall, your investment for UR characters looks solid. SR characters, a bunch of SR pluses so far, okay. And then, but once again, we run into this problem where we have level 110s Gettin's not done. Gettin should definitely be done. All Might's not done. Okay, so some characters that should be done, but we got our first person with a Seiji leveled up and level 100. That's about where I think he needs to be to have the amount of health he needs to get his status element counter off, which is good. You have Endeavor to level 95. That Endeavor is really, really good. Yeah, Momo is really good. So I think you got a good grasp on what characters are valuable to you in the game as SR characters. It looks like I say that, but watch us see something really like dumb down here that should be higher. Well, I wouldn't say this is dumb, but I do think All Might should be higher. All Might has a lot of potential to be useful in BE Tower. Same thing with that Jiro. That Jiro can be useful in BE Tower as well. If they ever give us a new VE Tower, that Endeavor could be useful. So there are some things down here. That Dobby could be useful. That Sue can definitely be useful. Okay, so there are some things that should be a little bit higher, but they're all level 70 still. Having them level 70 is still decent. And you have all your SRs level 70, so that's okay. Now for the memories. Okay, 2 adventure awaits again. I am envious of you people. Having 2 fully DX adventure awaits is good. You almost have friendly reinforcements DX'd. Friendly reinforcements is still good. This is an amazing free-to-play memory. A lot of people, like I said, using it in the current club festival, so that's great. Let's see what the rest of your memories are looking like. Are there any memories down here that should be invested in that are not currently invested in is the question. Oh, yep, there is one. Snatch, definitely worth DXing. You do have to fully DX it, but then it goes from a 1-turn cooldown to a 2-turn cooldown for action skills, which is really, really useful, as well as giving extra max HP. I know a lot of people have been using Snatch right now in the current club festival. You have a copy of this. Hopefully, if you did have 2 copies, you kept them separate, and that's just a UR ticket, but I have a feeling it's not this time around. We'll see. And yeah, it looks like it's not. Oh, yep. Okay, you did keep the copy separate. Okay, you had 3 copies. Okay, good job. Good job. You kept the copy separate. Really, really good job on that. And everything else looks okay so far. And now we get into the SR memories. And I am liking what I am seeing. Some more locked up memories. And it looks like you have all of these DX. So you guys, okay, these last few accounts have looked really good with DX memories. Now it looks like you're missing some here. I don't know if, okay, you were doing so well. You were doing so well. If you want these memories, if you're DXing them, you're leveling them up, you're taking time to invest in them, lock every single memory. You almost had me. I was almost happy. We almost had 2 people in a row do it. But then there's this. Why you got to do this to me? Infinite, you did this on purpose. You gave me hope and then you took it away. All right, well, anyways, lock your SR memories, please, for the love of everything that is holy. But overall, your account looks good. You got good investment in characters and memories. I don't really have too many complaints for your account. And last but not least for this video, I know I'm not getting through everybody, but I'm getting through as many as I can, as quickly as I can. I'm sorry if I haven't got to yours. There are some videos though, by the way, if you're watching this and looking for yours, that are too small the way they were recorded and blurry. So I can't, in good conscience, do those as a video. So there were a few people like that. Let me just call them out real quick, but we're gonna end on Emo Z here. Fort Misery, your video was too blurry, and Lloyd, your video was too blurry, so I don't know if it's just the way you recorded or what, but that needs to be fixed. Okay, so Emo Z is in my club, the Greats, and I think they had like, what, 6 million battle power. You can go back just a second ago and see what they had, but let's take a look at their characters. So they have the new Yaoyorozu level 120 already. Oh, how I envy you. I bet you didn't even have to go to pity for that, but congrats on the Yaoyorozu. You got Bakugo 110, you got Celebration Deku, you got a lot of meta characters, and you got them leveled up correctly, so it looks like you're doing a good job. You could have All For One to level 130 already if you've been working on him every single day like you were supposed to, so I will always call you guys out on that in Climax Battle if you guys are not doing your Climax Battles like you're supposed to. You have Nijire, you have Jiro, you have Compress, you have all the meta characters. Gentle Criminal should be 130 by now. So work on your Climax Battles. You're being lazy. Stop being lazy, Emo Z. Get your Climax Battle characters done. Work on your free-to-play characters. This All Might could be level 120, 130 by now at least. I know it's hard to grind out VE Tower, but yeah, you should still be working on him a little bit. Best Genus is way down here at level 90. I feel like Best Genus should be at least a little bit higher. Inasa could be higher. Redestro, you've done actually decent. He's level 90. He's only come around once, but you want to be working on him when his climax battle comes back. Hopefully right now you're grinding out Gentle Criminal's climax battle and not being lazy with that. I really hope that's the case. As we continue down, oh, you had some sort of notification there apparently. It said fat kid deals. Did I see that? I'm not gonna rewind it, but I'm just saying. We have some SR characters. We have all of them being SR plus right here. Okay. And most all of them being SR plus here. So it looks decent other than the fact that they're not level 120 like they're supposed to be. And these two aren't SR plus. So I mean, guys, work on your free-to-play characters. They're free. They should be done. They should be 120. They should be SR plus. Any characters down below that should be higher so far on this list out of your characters that you have leveled up? Nothing really sticks out to me so far. It looks decent, like you had the better characters towards the top SR character wise. Dobby should be up. Seiji should be up. Okay, those two should definitely be up. Get those two up ASAP. They should not be as low as they are on your SR character list. And then looking at the rest of the SR characters, it looks like, yep, we're good to go. Okay, so same thing as the other people. Move those characters up, level them up, invest in them a little bit, and get them to a higher level. Now let's take a look at your memories. Okay, so for the memories for Emo, we have a fully DX'd crit memory. We have a fully DX plus ultra memory, which is not very good. Maybe you made the same mistake as me and DX that memory because it looked cool. I would hope that was like the first memory I ever DX'd because I was dumb. So yeah, that's the only justification there is for that memory. There's a bunch of other memories here that aren't, I wouldn't say, like super great. Hot Pot memory is good. Adventure Awaits is good. Friendly Reinforcements is good. The Fantasy Meadow is good. This memory is good. Amazing that you have a DX. Hopefully, in this case, you have an extra copy of that once again. A lot of actually really farly progressed memories. You almost have this one. You're getting close to DX on these two. These two, get them DX'd as soon as possible. Miraculous Coordination is amazing, and 10,000 points Snatch is really good. So good memories there that are worth investing in. This one's really good and worth investing in as well for PvP. You want to get that one done somewhat quickly. As we go down here, is there anything else? Splash, you have one copy of Splash. I feel you on that. I wish I had 2 copies of Splash. You do have an extra copy down here, okay. And you have 2 copies. How many of this memory did you pull? Oh, geez. Okay, well, that memory is really good. So congrats on having so many copies of that memory and having the ability to DX it. And then all of these are locked so far. Just don't do the same thing we just saw. Please. Let these all be locked. I gotta skip ahead, guys. Okay, they are not all locked. You've done the same thing. Lock all of your memories. Guys, lock all of your memories that you want to keep. And you should probably have a few rare memories there because there are a few rare memories that are worth investing in. So Emo, you got some work to do on the memories, but other than that, your characters look okay. Anyways, guys, that is the video. If you enjoyed the video, please go down there, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button and leave me some comments about what you guys thought about these people's characters and memories. And if these were your characters and memories that I reviewed, let me know what you guys thought of the review. Thanks for watching. Peace.